Going on, Ron and I. The project is a return to Christmas Island. This project is in its early stages at the moment, but it's about to go a lot bigger. What we want to do is we want to return to Christmas Island in April 2018. We want to be there on April the 28th, 2018, specifically because that was the date of the 3 megaton bomb, the big one, Grapple Y. This project is not going to be NCCF funded, so we have to raise the funds ourselves. So Ron and I have been working quite hard on getting a project together so that we can raise the funds for ourselves and we can raise the funds for anybody else that would like to go. There are some people here that have been back very recently to Christmas Island. There's 3 here at the moment, apparently they've already been back. So for those people that have been back, Christmas Island is not as you would remember it. There is one hotel called Captain Cook Hotel. It has 40 rooms and it's the old officers' mess. I don't think there's any tents, but there is the officers' mess as it was, which is now the Captain Cook Hotel. So we are going to be flying from England to Australia to talk to the Australian nuclear test veterans. We are then going to move from Australia to Fiji and talk to the Fijian nuclear test veterans. And then we're going to go from Fiji to Christmas Island. Now, for people that have been there recently will know that if you fly to Christmas Island, you have to stay there for a week, because there is only one flight in and out of Christmas Island. So you have to be prepared to stay for a week on Christmas Island. Now, you don't have to follow us. You could arrange to get to Fiji and then just fly onto the island. You don't have to go via Australia, or you could go via Hawaii and just get onto Christmas Island at that time. But what we're asking for is for any names of anybody that would be potentially interested in going back at this point. We've already got a couple of people that have said they would love to go back. We've worked out the cost per person, and what we're going to try and do is raise as much money as we can so that we can take people back. This will be via crowdfunding, writing to lots of other people, getting donations yourselves and other things, trying to build up as much as we can. And Nige, who you met, some of you met over the last couple of days, is also going to be preparing a website for us, and Steve is going to do a big project for us so we can apply to other charities like the Royal Air Forces Association, the Army Benevolent Fund, the Royal Naval Benevolent Trust, these type of people that may help. Ernest is hopefully going to come with us as well to do some photography for us, because we want to make a documentary about it, so the people that can't go will at least be able to see what we can see. We want to do it on social media as well, so there'll be some video logs and things like that for Susan to put up. So it's quite a big project, it's quite a big thing. We're working on the 60th anniversary of that 3 megaton bomb. So now comes the killer. We estimate the cost of this trip to be around £5,000 a person. That's if you follow us the Australia-Fiji route. We work it out that it's about between £1,600 and £2,000 for flights. It's around £1,000 for some of you for insurance. That's the killer, is insurance for you to get out there. It's not too bad for myself, being a little bit younger, but for some of you with some ailments and other things, the insurance can be a bit of a problem. Then we worked out there'd be about another £2,000 in hotel bills with stopovers, food, that sort of thing. Yeah, a bit of spending money, that sort of stuff. We work out to be around about 5,000. Now we'll try and raise as much money as we can to fund it, because we want to go. But a part of this process, the reason for going, is the people on the island are going to build a memorial. There's a memorial's already there. The one that was built by the Royal Engineers and is sitting there is in a bit of state of disrepair. That's no reflection on the Royal Engineers before any of the Navy or RAF start. There's no reflection on the Royal Engineers here. It's just been there and it is a bit in state of disrepair. So they want to rebuild a memorial. They want to do it themselves with our help, with our input, to see what it wants to look like. And we're in contact with the tourism board. A lady there, we think it's either her brother, uncle, father, husband, something like that, they've got the same surname anyway, runs the Captain Cook Hotel, and she's the Chief Tourism Officer. As part of this process, they also want to put a gallery up in the Captain Cook Hotel in a room so that people that are visiting can know all about you. Because at the moment, there's nothing there. You go diving, you go fishing, you stay at a nice hotel on the beach, but you have no idea what went on and their history. So it's 3 things really. 1, for the memorial, which will be fantastic. 2, for the gallery. But 3, a chance for you lot to go back. Especially Ron, it's Ron's idea. We're pushing it, going to be pushing it massively. So if anybody would like to go back, or think they would be able to go back, because obviously I'm aware that it's an awful long way. The flight to Sydney is nearly 24 hours, then you've got to have a bit of a stop, and then you've got to move on. But if you would like to go back, come and see Ron, and give your details to Ron, because we were trying to ascertain how many people we need to try and fund it for. Whether it be 5, whether it be 10, whether it be 20, whether it be 3, it doesn't matter. At the moment, there's 2. Me and Ron. There'll be 3 because Ernest will need to come and video us all doing all the things, so there'll be 3 so far. I've applied to lots of other charities at the moment for funding, for help with this project. Some I'm still waiting for to see whether we can get any money. Some of it you may have to fund yourself if we can't raise it all, but we're trying as much hard as we can to raise it. So how many people here would be interested in going back? Wow, fantastic. Brilliant, that's fantastic. That's really what we wanted to hear. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You've heard that before, haven't you? It would be a once-in-a-lifetime trip. It would be a twice-in-a-lifetime trip, or for some of you a 3-in-a-lifetime trip to go back. But please be aware that the island is not as you remember it. A lot of the areas where you worked really hard to clear it and flatten it and built lots of things is now overgrown. Also, that on the island, the hotel still have power outages during the day because they are still running on generators. They've also got little or no internet, and it's very expensive internet when you get it, and it's very slow. So you will be incommunicado when you get there. So for any wives that want to push the husbands out there for a week, you probably won't be able to talk to them for a week.
When you going?
I've just raised all the money in one go, that was good. So if you want to talk to Ron about it, about the trip, the potential, please come and see him, register your interest, because we want to talk to you. We want to get this project really, really moving, because it's a unique opportunity for us. 60 years, don't want to miss it. The 3 megaton bomb. Oh. Ah, fantastic. Is this evening?
Yes.
Okay, this evening, can I let you know that before the dance came, I asked you about bringing them next year. Because this is for next year.
For next year, yeah.
We have raised £402.75, which is amazing. Thank you very much. So this will secure them coming next year, if they'll have us. And the person that put the euro in, put your hand up, because it's £402.75 on a euro. I would say, is the Scotsman still in, but that's just too much, too much, too much. So, Ron just remind me of a couple of things. Just be aware, if you are coming to the island, they do have a shortage of medical care. You're used to that anyway when you were on the island, but there's a shortage of medical care. So obviously it's an aeroplane out. And there, you might find this, you might chuckle this, but their association on the island is called the Nuclear Victims. Nothing nice, just Nuclear Victims Association, the NVA. I'm going to pass you over to Doug.
I'm also Vice Chairman of our local Merchant Navy Association, and I raise funds for them, and this is for everybody. You can access funds from your local parish councils, your district councils, and also from the Covenant. And if you can get your MPs behind you, this will carry a lot of weight. 4 years ago, Sandy and I raised quite a lot of money for the Lord Mayor's show for a project. So if you go to your local council or your district council, where we live in Lincolnshire, we have about 47 parish councillors, and each one has a pot which he can extend for worthy causes. So that's one avenue you could try. Thank you very much.
I've just been told that I'm totally wrong. There isn't one hotel on the island, there's two. And it comes from somebody who lived on Christmas Island. It's a newer hotel. So there is another island. Another hotel on the island. It's getting late now. It's getting late. So we'll look into that as well. For transport and looking at it. Apparently that's a bit of a better hotel than the Captain Cook. How many days, sorry? How many days for the whole trip? Ron and I estimate the whole trip, because we're going to take time in between. If you follow us, it'll be 3 weeks. Because we need time to rest in between the trips for Australia. Obviously you can do it a lot quicker than that. We're not necessarily saying that you have to follow us through. You could just go to Hawaii and meet us in Christmas Island. There'll be various things to get there. If you feel you can't make the whole trip, then we'll do a shorter one to go via America, Hawaii, and then Christmas Island. And then you could just stay for the 7 days. So you could probably do it in 10 or 12 days. If you want to, maybe 2 weeks and cut the 1 week off. We're not saying you have to follow us. We're just taking the opportunity to talk to the other organisations around the world as well. So I've done America, now we're going to be doing Australia, Fiji, all around there, Christmas Island, the Gilbertese. So has anybody got any questions for me on that? Please see Ron if you've got any questions. He is the man that's set this project up, we're backing it, and we're desperate to get there. So, has anybody else got any questions for me before I collapse on the floor? Oh, we have a question. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk out. Run.
Yeah, I remember the church there on the beach. It was built by the engineers, and I've seen pictures of it. in recent times, and it's totally wrecked. The walls are there, the notice board is still there, but the notices have long since gone. And there's also a plaque on the inside of the church. My point is that perhaps the church...
Ron would like to come and talk to you, sir. If you don't mind. He doesn't owe him anything. It's just that Lionel was on the island recently, and Ron would like to just talk to you about it. So from me is now, whatever time it is, 9:30. Thank you very much for coming for this entire 4 days. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We've tried quite hard this year to put a good programme together. I really hope that you'll come back next year. We'll be here next year. Oh, I have another question here. The news from the hospital, my sister is back now, but she's run away. The news from the hospital is she's just going down for an X-ray. Yeah. But now, Gwen thinks now the update is...
He's just had something come through saying that they think the hip is broken.
They think she's broken her hip. Sorry?
She laid down.
I know, she laid down 3 hours and they think that she's broken her hip. So they've just given her an X-ray. We just had an update from Gwen. They think she's broken her hip, but they're definitely keeping her in tonight anyway. If the X-ray does come back that she has broken it, then she won't need an MRI. Yeah, if it's broken, she will have to have an operation on it tomorrow. But she is in Western Hospital. My sister said she's only been there the first time she's ever been there, and she said the staff were fantastic.
Send her out, mate.
So, one of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking with Gwen. Obviously, we need to support Bill. So we're going to be trying to sort that out for him as well, because obviously we'll be coming home tomorrow. We'll sort out some accommodation for him and everything to make sure everything's all right. So we'll do that for him today and tomorrow. So have a safe trip back, everybody. I might see you in the morning for breakfast if you're around. And for me now, I'm just going to go and lie down because it's been a long 4 days. But thank you very much for coming. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And thanks very much for participating in everything that we did. Give yourself a round of applause. Fantastic. So, we'll see you all next year.